We travel on February 8th to the University of Central Florida's golf events. First time that Oregon State is participating in this event, and very excited to start in Florida in some warmer weather. We've been preparing in very cold weather, but I feel like our theme of, being mentally tough, this has actually helped us because we played in 30-degree weather and really been out there and just challenging ourselves. So I think they're going to be prepared. You never really know in golf until you get there and kind of see what the golf course looks like, and the grass will be different. There'll probably be wind. So we're just trying to prepare for all those different situations as best we can here.
I think it'll be a good opportunity for us to start the season off well, get back to where we were last season, put us in a good position to make it to regionals and hopefully nationals after that.
Going into UCF, I'm actually really excited to be traveling to Florida and being able to compete against those teams. I think it's a good opportunity, a good experience over there for us to move up, and different courses, the different grass. It'll be a nice experience for the team.
I'm just really excited to actually start traveling again. I think we had about 2 months to prepare for our next tournament, so everybody's been working hard, and I've been working hard as well, and I'm more excited than nervous.
I think it's a competitive field. It's not so competitive that we're not in the mix. I think we have the opportunity to win the event, at least place in the top 3. So it's going to be just a situation of how we respond coming off the winter, and really how prepared we were to play. But I do believe that the team worked very hard over the winter. They came back ready to play, especially the starting 5. Obviously, they've been playing really well for the last week or 2 since we've started practice again. So we're ready to go and looking forward to it.
After fall, I made some adjustments to my swing, just the plane and the tempo, and I continued to work on that all through winter, and now I'm still having coach keep an eye on things, but I think it's coming together nicely.
The fall went really well for us. We started off, we struggled a little bit, even though we had some very good individual performances from Seshia and Lauren and Chelsea Saley. We also, finished very well at Stanford, coming off. We were tied for the lead 2 or 3 times, ended up in 8th, but that really propelled us upwards in the rankings. So we ended the fall ranked 47th on GolfStat. Now we've moved to 42nd. So I feel like we're in the best position we've been in for a very long time. And I think that'll motivate the players, and we'll just continue to get better.
During the off season, I've been mainly focusing on my mental game, the mental aspect of golf. I feel like that's probably the biggest area that I needed to work on after last year. And just keeping good short game.
This team they're all very hard workers. They push each other. It's a big team. We now have 11 players. So there's a lot of push in the weight room. There's a lot of push on the golf course. They demand a lot of each other. And I think that is something that has created a more competitive, feeling at home, which transcends and then onto the golf course. So very dedicated bunch of kids, and really think they're doing a great job for us.
I've been struggling with my swing, so I've been working on more of my techniques, and I've been just trying to learn how to calm myself down on the golf course when I have a bad shot, and try to get back to the present, and just trying to work on my mental game more.
The leaders on the team, we've got several leaders on the team actually, and they lead in very different ways. Both seniors, Chelsea Lind and Rachel Fisher, both engineering majors, and they have been very solid for the younger players to look up to, and they've mentored the younger players. Seshia and Lauren lead on the golf course by example, and by just the fact that they're the 2 best players on the team right now.
I think once you become, you've been here for a few years, you kind of get the hang of things. You're not as nervous going into events, and you have a better focus than before, and you know what's more important and how to get everything working at the same time.
Being a junior on the team, I think it's time for me to step up, because showing the girls how it is during qualifying, during practice, during workouts, it's pretty vital for everyone to get it right and to focus and to prepare themselves for the tournament.
Gaining mental toughness was the goal right before we went to Stanford. We talked a lot about, having good course strategy, making sure that they were sticking to their game plan. When something went wrong, they just didn't abandon the game plan. They really stuck to it. So that it seemed to work at Stanford, and so we wanted to make sure that that was the theme going forward. They seem to be on board with that and working on it. It's just something that you have to do on the golf course, and making sure you strategize properly and stick to your game plan.
We've been getting along really well, and just outside of golf, we hang out all the time, And being when I was a freshman, I know I had a hard time adjusting, even if I had the team there to support me. So being in the same boat last year, I tried to be more welcoming to them and try to kind of think about last year, how I felt. So just help them out a bit, and I think we're really good at communicating now.
Of the 3 freshmen that came in the fall, Alexa, Emily, and Chelsea, Saley, we have 2 Chelseas. They came in. 2 of them haven't competed yet, Emily and Alexa. Chelsea's done a great job competing in all 4 events and is going to travel again to the University of Central Florida. So we're just looking for them to grow their golf games and become part of the team, and just probably a couple of them will redshirt this year. We don't know that for sure, but yeah, that's kind of how it looks.
When Seshia and I are competing, I just try to keep focus and play my own game and challenge the course.
During qualifying, I'm actually not concerned about whether I'm in the number 1 spot or the number 2 spot. I'm more focusing on both of us just getting there. And just during qualifying, I'm more of practicing my own game and focusing on the course rather than, what is Lauren shooting? What is she doing right now? But during qualifying, I do like playing with her because she does push me.
Ashley Pickerel is from Salem, Oregon. She transferred at the break, over the winter break, from the University of Tennessee. She is someone we recruited initially, and we're very excited to have her. She's a very high-energy player, team leader for sure she's going to be. So we're excited to have her and looking forward to seeing her compete.
After that tournament and knowing that I finished 1 stroke behind Kathleen, it was, I mainly focused on that. I would like to shoot under par consistently, so I've been focused for a couple years now, trying to break as many records as I could. But Kathleen set a pretty high bar for us to break it. So
one of the reasons we're starting at the University of Central Florida is because not only of the good competitive field, but the fact that it gets us out of the region into some different circumstances, new types of grass, weather conditions. We'll see that again at SMU in Dallas in April. And then possibly, if we're selected for regionals, we'll go somewhere besides the West Coast. So I wanted to prepare them for that. I think it's a good thing. It's a new experience, and they can only learn from it.
I would like to finish in top 10, maybe a few more times, and just be more consistent. Because I know I either play really well or really bad, so maybe more in the middle.
Some personal goals I have set for this season are to get a couple more good top finishes and to help the team continue on to postseason.
The main goal for this team is obviously to qualify for postseason play and go to the NCAA championships. They are working hard towards that. I think it's something that's very realistic at this point, and it's just going to be their perseverance through this through this spring season.